Hello and welcome to Theatre.Reviews with Paul Severn. I'm here at the Donmar warehouse to see intimate apparel. The intimate apparel in question is a corset which, back in 1905 when this play is set, helped women present to the outside world a body shape that conformed with that era's restrictive standard of female beauty. But corsets aren't the only deception going on in Lynn Nottage's twisty play. Keep watching and I'll tell you more about why this play deserves a West End transfer. But first, please, like, comment and subscribe to this channel. And if you want to read my roundups of other critics' reviews of intimate apparel and other plays, then please go to my website, Theatre.Reviews. Intimate apparel, written about 20 years ago and set, as I said, in 1905, is still relevant to today because it shows us women faking it in a man's world while revealing their intimate feelings about their lives to each other when the disguise is off. At times it is so believable you forget you're watching actors, and this despite a minimal set and an audience on three sides. It's a play centred on women's place in society at a time when black people were emerging from slavery and only men had the vote. The central character is Esther, played by Samira Wiley. She's a black, unmarried seamstress who makes the intimate apparel of the title. She's shy and self-deprecating about her looks. Her lack of confidence has kept her away from a social life until she's now 35, has never had sex, and is effectively on the shelf. It's a monumental piece of acting, mixing downtrodden subservience with naive optimism that totally convinces. Esther's clients are her world. They're quasi-friends despite the difference in status. Mrs. Dixon, played by a larger-than-life Nicola Hughes, owns a boarding house in which Esther rents a room. Mrs. Van Buren, played by Claudia Jolly, is a brittle white woman with a rich husband who neglects her. Mame, played with panache by Faith Omole, achieves her independence through prostitution. In a lesser play, these characters might be two-dimensional, ciphers representing different types of women that in that society. In fact, we're told very little about their backgrounds or personal lives. But Lynn Nottage's special skill is to know her characters so well that every word they speak seems coated with the truth of a fully formed human being. Of course, it helps that these are talented actors there to inhabit the carefully created characters and give them that three-dimensional reality. The high quality of the acting extends to the two male characters. Kadiff Kirwan swaggers and whines as George, the kind of man who's never grown up, and Alex Waldmann gives a touching performance as the gentle, humorous Mr. Marks, the haberdasher who is genuinely attracted to Esther and would be a perfect match for her, but is held back by a religious faith that prevents him having physical contact with women outside the family. When Esther gets a letter out of the blue from a man looking for a pen pal, the other women encourage her to respond. Because she can neither read nor write, they pursue the correspondence on her behalf until a remote love affair develops and Esther accepts a marriage proposal without ever having met her fiancé. So, this marriage has been built on something every bit as fake as the bodies created by the intimate apparel. Might it still work out? Or will Esther's world come crashing down? Well, that's the subject of the second act, which I'd love to talk about. I'd love to tell you what happens, but it would be unfair to spoil the dramatic twists and revelations, which actually provoked gasps from the audience, an indication of how involved we were. And credit to director Lynette Linton for the romantic build-up that drew us in, and the explosive pinball machine speed with which it blew up in our faces. Alex Berry's set used the cramped space of the Donmar very well. Key props like a bed, a sewing machine, nimbly moving around, while the male characters appeared from high up at the back like gods. Her costumes were fabulous, and I assume accurate representations of the clothes and underwear of the period. I give Intimate Apparel 5 stars. I hope you found this review useful, and if you did, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Then you'll be the first to know about my future reviews. And you can read my reviews at Theatre.Reviews, where I also round up other critics' reviews of plays like Intimate Apparel. And you can follow me on the usual social media. Thank you for watching.